little oddballs ourselves. We're taking it down to the streets of New Mombasa. I can't wait, and I also can't wait for what I expect to see, and that's why BR come out with the win. Like, even though I think Sentinels definitely can win the series, if there's one thing I feel like I know, like deep down, is there's no way it's going to be a sweep on either side. This is the matchup that we were waiting for. I have to say this at least goes down to a game 4. If not, with me and you casting, probably a game 5.
Yeah,
Oddball Streets coming up next.
I'm gonna need to see a couple players pop off though. I'm looking at Renegade, I'm looking at Stellar. Those are the two players that, like, if I'm gonna see something happen here, it's gotta be that individual stuff that has to come out. It's gotta be the individual big plays that we need to witness here out of Yellow Brick Road. I think that's the only way they take out a team like Sentinels. You have to have a couple players that just pop off, and you know, chemistry's not going to get them as far as they want, especially like against a team like Sentinels. So popping off is what I need to see in this game number 3.
You know, it's funny. While we're waiting for technical difficulties to get figured out here, and waiting for things to situate themselves, I feel like it's an opportunity for us to talk about the fact that, going back to Orlando, you had obviously not the same team, but you had a similar situation. Like, you had an all-star lineup. It was GBX, it was Renegade, Bound, Legend, and Tusk, going up against a team like Shopify Rebellion, for example, with super coordinated, obviously a well-practiced team looking to get some last-minute practice before heading out to London. By the way, absolutely love that tournament. If you guys haven't already, check it out. I'm sure YouTube and a lot of the VODs on LBT Halo. But in that matchup, GBX ended up coming out with the win. And pretty decisively, if I remember correctly. So I feel like with that being in mind, it kind of made me lean to the fact that I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Coordination is good, teamwork is good, preparedness is good, but how do you defeat raw firepower where we're coming into a matchup like this, which I think is kind of similar to GBX versus Rebellion? And right now, Sentinels just look so good. So a roundabout way of me setting up the question for you, like, what's the difference? Is it similar to you, or are we talking about two entirely different things, and am I just kind of faded right now?
Oh, very similar, very similar. I would say the big difference was that we were on land and that there was a lot of energy. If you remember, Bound getting loud and being confident. I think that was a big factor there, right? It was multiple confident players on the side of GBX, Renegade, Bound, Legend, and Tusk, all confidently, individually taking over the game at different points. And I think that was the big factor in not having that white noise, it being very loud, which was great, brought me back to the 2006 MLG days. Like, that's the type of stuff that I think really changed the game there. So because we're not on land, we don't have that type of stuff. I think it just takes those individual plays, like I said, and we'll see if we see that out of Yellow Brick Road.
Right now, we see a great starting strat of the Sentinels, and that's one of the things you're going to lean on: coordination, teamwork, readiness. Usually your starting strats are going to be on point. Sentinels so far have won every single strat off the rip when it comes to these games, and leads to an early 12-0 lead. And if they get another round of slays, it could turn to more than that. Eco and Yellow Brick Road understanding the assignment. They push through A, but it looks like Boo Boo and Sentinels, they're focused on camo as always.
Yeah, look how aggressive they were off that first pick on the Renegade. It's 3 down again. Renegade comes off a spawn, and immediately 3 go down for Yellow Brick Road again, and there it is. Sentinels lock into a setup, and now they're just gonna watch the lanes. Renegade goes down first again, so this is another 15-20 seconds here for the side of Sentinels, unless Trippy and Eco make a play.
26-0 run in favor of Sentinels at the moment, already up 2-0 in this series, but a 3-man push out of YBR is going to force them away from the purple side. Trippy down to 1 shot. Stellar with the ball rotation. Sentinel still relentless with trying to get some damage in, but we're starting to see a defensive setup coming in from Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, and they definitely have the damage done, but again, it's Renegade who falls first, so this is going to be Sentinels pushing off of that. And we've seen multiple big plays, and we see it again. Eco and Stellar get a kill. Trippy gets a kill as well. 3 down for Sentinels.
Enemy has the ball.
Well, ball time for Yellow Brick Road. You would imagine they'll be able to take the lead here, but Boo Boo Doo just running out of ammo with that Stalker. Always aware, though, switches to the Bandit immediately. Yellow Brick Road aware of the push from Purple. You're trying to rotate it toward the strong side, over towards B, away from the opposition right now. Sentinels playing a bit of catch-up, and Falcated putting a lot of mustard on those shots.
I love that. I love that rotation towards B. They tried to guarantee the triple kill out of Stellar. They tried to guarantee those beat that red room spawn, but unfortunately the red room spawn wasn't enough because Sentinels was just slaying out of their minds. And now again, Camo and Bulldog in the hands of Boobadooboo. If he can do some work with this, it'll be a more guaranteed time here for Sen.
I feel like we've seen, what, maybe 5 camouflages so far throughout the last couple of games, and Boobadooboo's had 4 of them. This man is just hunting down camouflage, collecting like we used to collect like achievements back in the day, or as the Red versus Blue called them, achievables. I don't know if you, I don't know, nope. None of y'all probably watched Red versus Blues. I did.
Sorry. Good times. We're old, Tony. We're old, but of course I'm older. So 30 to 28 in terms of points, and this is a good first round here for Yellow Brick Road, just because of the fact that again it's 4 down for Sentinels. They're able to outslay Sentinels right now, at least in that last engagement, which is going to allow them to get a little more time and get their first lead of the game. My biggest concern is the fact that Sentinels were able to get that red room spawn, so look how aggressive they are able to be off that spawn.
Just a great prediction aid out of Trippy, like he knew the push was coming, but Boobadooboo just being super aggressive with that slide in. Like normally Boobadooboo, he's taking his time, he's really methodical with his pushes, but he's been flying recently, at least in as far as the series. And I guess it threw off Trippy and his well-placed grenade, his multiple hitting the black screen, a bit of a 2v2 situation. But look how fast Trippy and Yellow Brick Road are now rotating his ball toward the purple side. Precision trying to get some early side damage, but with this rotation now comes the spawners of Yellow Brick Road. Another fight.
I was expecting more of a rotation to happen, especially with that shroud screen going down, but oh my gosh, you see how fast Trippy went across the screen and flew with that Bulldog. The rotation doesn't come through. They still maintain that 26-point lead, which is great, but again, you want to get as many seconds as possible off that shroud, off that rotation, and I would have liked to see more.
Eco with a bit of a head glitch there. Forced to rotate down towards driveway. 3 down goes Sentinels, and Lethal, the final player alive, was down to 1 shot. But now Trippy and Yellow Brick Road know where the push is coming from. This is information being gathered because of Eco and his death screen cam. So another fight comes out. Trippy ends up losing that camouflage, but the rest of Sentinels are still need to break the setup. And what a spike grenade. What a repulse. What a combo right there.
That was sick. Takes out Renegade. It's still, they milked a lot of time even while that push was occurring.
Double kill.
It might come back to bite them though, Tony, because they milked that time. They weren't able to get that play ball off towards the bottom center of the map, and now it's a locked in setup here for the side of Sentinels.
76 to 34 lead. Yellow Brick Road still have control at the moment here, but every setup has the potential to turn to war with Sentinels and the spacing that they take. But Yellow Brick Road winning these battles. 3 down with Sentinels once again. Spike grenades, frag grenades, couple of shots, the kitchen sink, everything being thrown over towards that PD side to clear it out. And even Falcated not able to get there in time. Another defensive stance coming in from Yellow Brick Road, and potentially the last one they need.
Yeah, that was just really beautiful out of the side of Yellow Brick Road, right? They find precision, they make sure to get the kill onto him, and because he goes down really late, he's staggered, and it allows Yellow Brick Road to win another fight, and now because of all of that, they end up winning round number 1.
Finally starting to see some light coming in from Yellow Brick Road. I mean, let's be honest, those first 2 games looked very much in favor of Sentinels, but Yellow Brick Road got within the driver's seat towards that mid game, towards that 3rd quarter, and really kind of ran away with it there. And if they could do the same here, get 1 on the board, like I said, I never will count out Yellow Brick Road. I would never count out any of the names on this roster.
Yeah, just all about flipping that switch, right? We'll see if they've done that here. So far, they're being a bit more milky, I would say. Through the first half of the first round into round number 2, a lot more of that scrappy ball time has been acquired from Yellow Brick Road. We'll see if they can continue that trend on as round number 2 goes on.
Falcon gonna pass that ball over and now be a bit of a beat shield here. Put his body between the line of the opposition and this ball carrier, but right now Yellow Brick Road had presence on both sides of the map. Trippy with some long range shots, precisely taking down precision, but 3 down. Sentinels still have the ball. They're bringing it over toward the subway side. If they can get the kills necessary, they can turn it to much more. But here comes Trippy. And here comes a few grenades.
Yeah, those denial grenades, like you like to call them, are great, right? It just stops the push from Yellow Brick Road from coming in. And even if they do make that push in, they take a lot of damage. Regardless, though, it's 3 down for Sentinels. It's 4 spawns on the PD side of the map and more ball time for Yellow Brick Road.
Lead change here. Yellow Brick Road have control. Falcated wants to try to find a way in. Boo Boo Doo is going to be the first one to push up. Renegade gets forced back. This is now a lane that Sentinels can push up through. Bit of a trade out in live. Trippy ends up going down. Full squad wipe. Sentinels on ball.
Yeah, great job by Sentinels to get that wipe and then immediately go for ball. They don't let it get played very far where it's out of position. They pick up the ball very quickly, and as you can see, a lot of this time adding up here. They could take the lead here in round number 2.
Camouflage coming up. Boo Boo Doo has the ball, so there's no way that he gets it. If he does, I'm calling foul play. 3 down goes Sentinels. Precision was the last player alive, and the same way the Sentinels were able to wipe and hop on the ball, it looks like Yellow Brick Road do the same to them. They should be able to take the lead right back here. Falcated, though, has early presence on Subway.
They've got to be aware of Falcated here. They've got to, and you see the nades coming out already. This is really good. But I love the fact that Falcated is playing this slowly. He's waiting for his team to push on the front of C. He has the timing now on the Trippy. Beautifully played out of Falcated. He knew they had information on him, so he slow played. And look how much he's able to do because of that play. Now they've got control of C, and now he's also got the Bulldog to work with.
Another lead change happening once again. This might be the 17,000th one in this game alone. That's an exact number. Trippy. He's the first one into Subway and the first one out as well. Precision, great shots out of him, threading the needle from that head glitch opportunity and even picking up a couple more. 3 down, go Yellow Brick Road, and now we're seeing our first sign of a bit of distance on the scoreboard.
Yeah, great job by Sentinels picking apart Yellow Brick Road one by one. You see it's a staggered spawner here that Renegade is trying to take care of. All the while, though, his teammates are pushing inside his C, and you can see because Lethal was on that PD spawn, it was a very easily winnable fight here for Yellow Brick Road. They take the break, and now they get some ball time for themselves.
68-46 lead in favor of Sentinels at the moment. And Yellow Brick Road need to be real careful here. Yes, you have control. Yes, you have a setup. But I'm thinking 1-3 down. 1 squad wipe. And Sentinels will put themselves right with the striking distance at the end of the game. They need to make their stance right here, right now. They need to take the lead. Precision needs to stop doing this to some of the veterans in our scene. This is not right, Precision. You show some respect. As he takes down the demon, allows Lethal to come in for the cleanup. Well-timed bait and switch. Well-timed collapse on the Sentinels.
Yeah, I mean, Precision, it made a huge play there, right? Doesn't peek from that B stairs side. He's obviously gotten called out. Renegade has to drop ball to throw a nade at him, but he still cuts the angle. He continues to stay alive, wait for help, and that's exactly what needs to be done. And you see Sentinels off of that will approach 90 points.
Stalker, killing spree. Sentinel still holding on to control. Half the members of Yellow Brick Road have just been removed from the map. The other half trying to get the ball out of Sentinel's hands. It isn't going to happen. That's tied up as far as this game. Sentinel still can sweep.
It was a very dominating round by Sentinels. They looked in control most of the time, and I gotta point out, of course, Precision 26-19. You can see on both sides, the ball time pretty evenly distributed on both teams, which is great to see. But again, gonna need a pop-off out of one of the players on that blue team side if they want any chance. Sentinels have seemed to lock in as this game has gone on.
Whenever this camo comes up, I always look to see, where is Boo Boo Doo Boo? He has the ball once again. Oh, he had the ball. The ball gets dropped, and Boo Boo Doo Boo goes from the ball player to camouflage again. It's not possible. It's just not possible.
That's actually insane. Gotta love to see that. We will see here if this camo gets put to work, though. Expecting value out of it. At least he's got a lot of information. Understands the triple push on the purple side of the map. With that info, they wipe the side of Yellow Brick Road. And again, sometimes value doesn't come just out of those kills that you get with the camos. Sometimes that value will be off of the information that you're able to provide, and with knowing 3 are pushing on that purple side, they can utilize that to stop that push from happening. And now you see a triple push on the other side of the map. Great attempt at a rotation there by Falcated. It makes things a bit difficult, but not at the same time, not really, because they pick up ball, rotate it back towards A, continue to get this ball time. Still down by a lot though, 52 to 13, make that 16 now. And again, another camo about to come up. A very important for Yellow Brick Road to get this camo, but with Trippy and Eco going down immediately, this camo is going to be in the hands, once again, of Sentinels.
And as they go forward, down, ball gets played and intercepted. Sentinels right back to that A-side setup, 56 points and counting. As Yellow Brick Road need a break right here, right now. It's getting way too close for comfort. It's the elimination bracket semifinals, and a lot of people had Yellow Brick Road as the favorites to win out this tournament. They may not even make it to the lower bracket finals, top 3. They definitely won't be making it to the grand finals here if something doesn't change. 80 seconds on the clock, or 80 seconds on the clock here for Sentinels, I should say. Precision. He's set up, but it's a 3-man push on the opposite side. Precision, he might need to get back in the fight.
No. Boo ends up falling. Precision, like you said, trying to get back into the fight. Gets taken out, though. That's all 4 down for Sentinels here. Yellow Brick Road need at least 3 or 4 more wipes in order to bring this game, or this round, I should say, close. We are tied, of course, at 1. And that first kill on the Renegade could open things up just a bit.
Falcon and Lethal looking to work a little bit of a 1-2 combo. So Batman and Robin as they approach the strong side of the map. Lethal spotted. Information being gathered here. Stellar hiding in the caution side, hiding in a corner. We're playing Halo, not Call of Duty, buddy. I don't know what's happening. Stellar with the kill. Sentinels pushing up.
Yeah, it's great positioning though, right? Ooh. By the side of Yellow Brick Road. I mean, they position really perfectly on both of these pushes.
Enemy has the ball.
We'll see if they're able to do anything with it though. They do get that ball time. They've got a 2-2 split here. This is where it gets interesting. Will Yellow Brick Road be able to stop this 2-2 push?
18 seconds left for Sentinels. Trippy and Yellow Brick Road still have that ball, and Eco wins out a huge melee fight. Now it's Falcon by himself towards PD. He wants to try to buy some time. He wants to try to put down some damage. That repulse, not only annoying, but delaying and even getting the trade. Huge kill coming out of Falcon, and the dirty work has been done. Sentinels now can play through that. Yellow Brick Road end up going 3 down. Just about 4 as Eco goes to the shadows, but everybody in the darkness gets brought to the light eventually. It's 15 seconds leading, less than that, and Sentinels starting to win slay after slay. This could be it. Yellow Brick Road may be going home.
It might just be 2 seconds is all that's left. They take out the ball player at the last second. But again, it's Lethal towards the back of A. A cleanup comes in. Precision gets a spawn. A big win by Precision. 3 down for Yellow Brick Road.
2 seconds needed. That nade goes down. Thought the Yellow Brick Road were a little bit closer than they actually were. Probably could have won the game right there, but still, they want to get those slays. They want to be comfortable. Guarantee the win. Don't take any risk. Usually is the motto here for Sentinels. Stellar flies in. And that ball gets reset. I think that might work in favor of Yellow Brick Road, though, because still 2 more seconds needed for Sentinels.
Yep. They take ball off the spawn, but look at this collapse by Sentinels. This is exactly what was needed. 2 players go down. The beatdown comes out from Boo Boo. He snatches the ball and wins the game and gets a beatdown on his Stellar.